Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday morning's webinar. I'm absolutely delighted that I have been asked to share my story to Eagle Manager with you all this morning. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Bernie Rafferty, and I am from a wee place called Pomeroy, County Tyrone. So as you can tell by my accent, I am not from the UK. So I have been with the company now for coming to 5 years now in September. And it was whilst I was on maternity leave with my fourth little boy that I decided to take a look at this business. I had been approached previous to this and I had actually turned it down. But I started to use the products when I was on maternity leave and I seen massive difference to myself using the gel and started to recommend them to my family and friends. And it was my upline Judy that actually sat down with me then and said, Bernie, you're just actually doing what I do. And when you put it like that, I was more open to taking a look at the opportunity then. So at that time, I was looking for a better work-life balance. I had been, my background is paediatric nursing. So I had been doing lots of 13-hour shifts, leaving the house whenever the children were in bed, coming home when they're in bed, and I was getting really frustrated that I was missing full days of their life. So at that point, I was looking for something that would help me to reduce my hours of nursing so that I could be a more present mum at home. So when Julie showed me the opportunity, it did tick all the boxes for me, and I could see a way where I could potentially reduce my nursing hours. So I got started straight away, and initially £200 to £300 was all that was on my radar until I attended a success day in Dublin. And at that success day, Jane Leach was the guest speaker there, and she completely blew me away with her success story. And it was that day that I made a decision that I was going to go and I was going to do manager. So life before forever was extremely busy, as you can see. So needless to say, I was I had very little time. I thought I had very little time, and that's probably the reason why I did turn it down beforehand, because I was so busy and I felt I didn't have any time. But as I said earlier there, I was looking for that better work-life balance, just to be at home with them four wee boys. I'm mum to four boys at the minute now. They are age 5, 8, 10 and 12. So as you can imagine, house full of boys is extremely busy. But they are my way. They are the reason why I decided to come on board this business. I wanted to be that stay-at-home mum. I wanted to be a more present mum at home, and not to be going out looking after other children in my role as a paediatric nurse and my children being at home with a childminder. Just something had to change, and Forever did tick those boxes. So when I started in Forever, I did move up the marketing plan fairly quickly. Within the first 10 months, I had achieved the position of manager. And I was really busy during my journey getting to manager. I was out doing launches and events and things. And I made a promise to my boys when I was doing that when I got to the position of manager, I would bring them on a trip to Florida. And that was my goal when getting to manager. And I focused on that, and I achieved manager in May 2016. So as promised, I booked the boys and myself and hubby on a trip of a lifetime to Florida. And we had the most amazing time. This was something that was like a dream come true to us. Noel and I hadn't been away on a holiday from our honeymoon, which was 10 years earlier. The boys had never been abroad before, and it was something that was very, very important to me, that I was able to do this from the income from my wee side job. So I booked the holiday, put it on the credit card, and I paid it off of my bonus checks every month until it was completely paid off. So it was something that was very, very important to me. So when we went there, we had an absolute ball. We went to all the beaches, we went to all the parks. At this stage, my youngest was only 2, and he actually celebrated his 2nd birthday over there in Florida. So what a way to spend a birthday. He will never remember, no doubt. But we made so many memories there, and it was something that the older boys would still talk about to this day, that we went to Florida as a family, and it was absolutely amazing, the time that we had there. But the reason why I'm sharing with this with you, this part of my life with you at the minute, is because that holiday to Florida marked the beginning of the biggest challenge of my life. Whilst we were in Florida, I got sunburnt. We had been at the beach, and I got sunburnt. And a couple of days later, when the sunburn was starting to get itchy, and I was scratching it, and when that happened, I found a lump on my breast. So at the time, I didn't think nothing of it. I blanked it out. I didn't tell my husband about it. We carried on with the holiday and had an amazing time, and came home, and I told my husband and my sister, and I got it checked out. And to cut a long story short, I was dealt with the devastating news that I had stage 3 aggressive breast cancer. This was something that was completely, it completely blew my mind. Our world just turned upside down overnight. I was only 37 years old. My youngest was 2, and my oldest was only 9. And it was just something that never thought would ever happen to me. But I did try to remain positive. I was determined not to let it beat me. As I said, I was 37 years old. My youngest was only 2, and there was no way on earth that I was going to let this disease beat me. It was just, there was no way I was leaving my family. I had that in my head. I had that mindset, and it was just non-negotiable. I was going to beat this disease. So I embarked on a 14-month journey of chemotherapy, radiotherapy, surgery, and 12 months of 3 weekly injections for the type of cancer that I had. It was a very, very tough time for the whole family. It was very hard to explain to children why mummy was sick, and we did try to keep it as normal as possible. I didn't want it to affect them. I didn't want to have the memories of mummy being sick. But the hardest part, I suppose, was when I lost my hair. That was a big, big deal to all of the boys. But we tried to keep it upbeat. And we had a bit of fun with the wig that mummy had. And you can see here, this is my youngest, Callum, trying on the wig. That evening we had a bit of fun. Everybody tried it on, and we lightened the mood for everybody. So when I was diagnosed, I contacted my team and I told them I was taking a back seat in the business, and Julie, my upline, was going to carry on with my team, helping them with their launches, helping them, with one-to-ones and things. And I had told them I was taking a back seat while I embarked on my treatment. But when I started my chemo, I would have been slower for the first week, and I would have been in bed quite a bit. But there's only so much sleeping that you can do when you're in bed all the time. So I found myself actually dabbling back at forever again. I was reading a lot of self-help books. I was listening to a lot of mindset audios, and I started to contact my team, checking in with them, couldn't keep away, contacted my customers. I'd built up a really good customer base, and I didn't want to lose that. So hubby was employed as my #1 delivery driver, and I started, working my business with my customers, following up with them as usual, from my sick bed. And thinking back now, forever was a really big distraction for me in some of my very dark days, and I don't think I could have got through my journey as well without it. I did some fundraisers. I raised money through our deodorant campaign for the unit that provided me with treatments. I did 4-mile runs to raise money for a local cancer charity, and I just kept myself upbeat and positive. And at a time where my business actually should have dropped, my business grew. And it was during my treatment. On my good days, I was able to do team sizzles. I was able to do team training and attend success days. And myself and my team achieved many recognitions during my treatment. And it was quite amazing, actually, that, when I look back now, that the focus and the drive that I put into my business actually made it grow. And during the lockdown, or during my treatment, I had supervisors coming through. There was many incentives on at the time. I myself went for 50 club, and I achieved 50 club level 1, level 2. There was flying start incentive, step into action incentives, and I went for everything. I still recruited, and I achieved Network Professional Level 2, and I requalified for the Manager Summit. So I just put so much time into my business, and it was just, I suppose, like a survival mode. I'd done it for distraction. When I look back now, I actually cannot believe the growth that went into my business during them. So on the 21st of August 2018, after 4 months of chemo, surgery, 15 sessions of radiotherapy and 12 months of injections, I was able to ring that bell for the final time. And I am happy to say that since that, I am now 2 years in remission and feel fantastic. Obviously, the products have played a major role in me feeling so well right now as well. But it was that month in August 2018 that I made a decision that I was going for Eagle 2019. It was something that I would never have even thought of before. It wasn't on my radar, but after what I had been through, I decided life was short and I was going for it. So to get to Eagle, I needed 720 case credits. This was now August. 100 case credits was needed in new business, and I needed to recruit and develop 2 new supervisors. I had 8 months to do 544 case credits, which worked out at around 68 per month. So here is my stats for Eagle Manager that year, 2018 and 2019. So you can see there that at the beginning of the qualifying period, my business had dropped. I had been in 50 Club and I had taken my eye off the ball, and I had gone down below 50 Club. In the August where I decided to go for Eagle Manager, my CCs was only 37, but I made that decision that I was going for it. And it was something that, you know, I look back now and I made that decision. And it's when you make that decision and you don't know how you're going to do it, but you have the belief in yourself, that magical things happen. And over the course of the next 8 months, my business grew again. I took advantage of opportunities in the forever calendar. So you can see there around October, November, when Christmas was approaching, the team and I got really active with Christmas campaigns and our CCs went up. Again, March and February and March, we took advantage of Valentine's, Mother's Day. We did lots of events and lots of promotions, and during that time as well, I did a lot of team incentives. And in April was my biggest month of that year, getting 90 CCs, and I actually completed Eagle Manager that year at 1:30 p.m. on the 1st of May on Adjustment Day. So it literally was to the wire. So then fast forward then, I qualified for the Eagle Managers Retreat. I had the most amazing time in Pattaya there in December. I did a team incentive. I took one of my team members with me, Nora, there on the photographs with me. We had an absolute ball, and I just was blown away at the extent to which forever spoil you on these trips. It was people had told me before about how well they treat you in these trips, but it's, you know, it's very hard to believe that until you're actually there yourself. And just, you know, your flights, your accommodation, your meals, everything, goodie bags, you know, you're chauffeured on to day trips on buses, and everything is laid out for you on a plate. It was just a very surreal experience, and I actually was very, very overwhelmed by the whole thing. The fact that I came from a nursing background, I worked extremely hard in nursing and was never rewarded anywhere close to this. So it was a really, really surreal experience. And after returning from Thailand, I made a decision there and then that I will not miss another Eagle trip like this again. I decided I was going for Eagle Manager 2020, but I had learned lessons from my journey in qualifying for Eagle Manager 2019. I learned that I can do it and I will do it again, but I also wanted to be more structured. I didn't want to have pressure on me in the last couple of qualifying months. April 2019 was a tough month for me. I burnt myself out and put so much time into the business and worked night and day to get those extra CCs in. And I really did burn myself out. And in May, then you can see in my stats here, May, my business dropped. And this was not the way that I wanted to achieve Eagle 20. Some people love that buzz and that excitement of a very high challenge of getting your CCs in. but I felt stressed by it, and I didn't want Eagle 2020 to be the same. So I made a plan, and I was more structured. My business flowed more in the Eagle 2020 qualification, and I actually finished off Eagle on the 18th of April this year, well before the qualifying period, and I exceeded the 720. I went 749, and my new business was 336. So it was a much better experience going forward when I was more planned and more structured. And that's the way I want to run my business. And again, other people excel in challenges and the adrenaline of being a lot of challenges to do to get your incentive. But for me, I like to be more structured. So how to plan Eagle Manager? So this is where I'm going with the training now. So you need to make the decision that you are going for it and plan it out. You need to break it down, okay? So you've 720 case credits to do in a 12-month period, that works out as 60 per month. You have 100 case credits of new business to do, which works out as around 8.3 case credits per month. So break it down, use a case credit tracker, and tick that off every day. Get your family involved. I'll show you my trackers now in a second, but get your family involved, your kids involved, and tick off those CCs and count them down, and then get a bit of excitement going in the household. So when you break it down even further, 720 case credits in 52 weeks works out 13.85 case credits per week. So when you've got to manager level, you probably have a team of around 20 to 25 that you're working with. So when you break that down again, that's 1.97 case credits per day, but that's for your entire team. So you have a team to work with and to help you to achieve those case credits. So when you break it down, it really is very, very achievable. So if you're not already manager and you're watching this, my advice to you is to put manager on your goal board, to get to work, get a meeting with your upline manager and put a plan in place to get to manager, because these incentives are there for the taking. These holidays, car plan, chairman's bonus, they're all there for every single one of us for the taking when you get to manager. So get to manager, and it will open the doors to you to some amazing incentives that we all have the potential to achieve. So these are my CC trackers. So the first one there was my Eagle Manager last year, and it was just so exciting being able to tick that off and to see the CCs going down. And it just keeps you focused, keeps you driven. I had this on my fridge. My boys, every time I would have updated it every couple of days, and they would have been using different coloured markers to mark off the CCs and get involved. This one on the right hand side is my tracker for this year, and I'm well on my way for Arizona next year. So unfortunately, the Eagle Manager 2020 trip has been cancelled. We initially were to go on the cruise around the Bahamas. That was cancelled. It was in Thailand, and unfortunately that's been cancelled as well. But Forever, being the most generous company out there, is compensating us very, very well for that. And we know they're looking after our safety and the safety of our family. And it wasn't a decision that was taken lightly to cancel that trip. So looking at new business, then you need 100 case credits of new business, and bear in mind you have to bring 2 supervisors as well forward. So those 2 new supervisors needs to be in the qualifying period as well. So if you're taking 2 supervisors, that's 50 case credits out of that new business. So you need to take that into consideration as well. So as I said, it breaks down to 8.3 case credits per month. So prospecting for new business needs to be a consistent daily activity. Aim to recruit around 2 per month. Set your goal at around 2 per month. So if you're recruiting 2 per month, there's 4 case credits. And if you're going to launch those 2 people, then on average you've 1 to 2 case credits. So say you get your new team member 2 case credits from their launch. There's your 8 case credits, even if there was no other growth within them. So plan that out, that you're going to do the activity that's going to get you 2 new assistant supervisors every month. But when you do recruit new team members, my advice is don't become complacent and don't feel, okay, I've got a good few recruits now, I'm just going to stop prospecting, because This needs to be a continuous process. You don't know when people's circumstances is going to change. You don't know what life could throw at somebody where they might stop forever and they might pull out of forever. And that is something that you need to really, really consider. And so make it a consistent daily activity that you're going to prospect and commit to contacting 3 to 10 people a day, depending on your level of commitment to forever. If you may be working full time, you can still achieve Eagle working full time. Just, you know, work out your time that you can commit to the business. And so if you're part-time, you can, you know, work out contacting about 3 to 5 people a day. If you're doing forever full-time, 10 people per day. You know yourself what you're able to commit to. So for me, what really helped me in my journey to Eagle Manager was going for smaller incentives that Forever put on. So those seasonal, those monthly incentives and those other smaller incentives that are out there, to latch onto them and focus on those, so because they will help provide the stepping stones for you to get to Eagle Manager. So for new business, there's a couple of great incentives out there to help you focus on getting new business. So you've got the team building incentive, which previously known as Network Professional. So level 1 is recruiting 6 assistant supervisors in 3 months. Level 2 is recruiting 12 in 6 months, and level 3 is 24 in 12 months. So focus on that incentive, and as you go and you work towards that incentive, your new business will flow in while you're achieving those levels. So you've also got the business builders league table, where you get 2 points for every assistant supervisor that you recruit, and you get 1 point for a novice customer that you recruit. And focus on, you know, try to get into the top 10 of that business league table as well, and that will help you to produce new business as well. And then you've also got the manager's incentive. So the manager incentive, where you can requalify for the manager incentive trip away. It's usually a night away in a posh hotel, dinner and drinks with Bob and a guest, and it's a great incentive to go for as well. So in order to get that, you need to do 90 case credits of new business in the 6 months. So this year was like February to August. So I qualified for that. That was 90 case credits of new business. So I now have my 100 done for Eagle 21. So latching onto those kind of incentives is going to really help you progress with your new business as well. Using the club incentives to focus on will help build your case credits. So if you aim for 50 club, then progressing to 75 club, that will get your CCs in for your volume for Eagle as well. And for me at the minute, I will always have a non-negotiable target. 50 case credits is my minimum per month. I will not go below that now. And then, so if you do have a bad month, I do tend to always aim for 50 case credits, because you can catch up then again with the seasonal events with Forever, like Christmas, Valentine's, you know, New Year's, C9 season and things like that. You can always catch up your CCs, but try to make 50 your minimum in the business. So what daily activities have I been doing to achieve Eagle? So in my business, I do aim to contact at least 3 to 10 people a day. When the kids were at school, it was 10 people per day, no question about it. But from lockdown happened, it's been challenging. I'm sure a lot of you can relate that it has been a challenging time over the last 6 months. So at the minute, I aim for no less than 3 per day, depending on how my day goes and how much time that I have to commit to my business. I'm constantly adding to my who do you know list. My who do you know list has never been exhausted, so you can never have run out of people. You can ask for referrals. You can join social media groups. Like for me, the groups that I would be involved in would be, you know, groups related to mums, groups related to mums of boys. I breed my Labrador, so I am part of a Labrador group as well, Labrador dog group. I've met friends in it. I've gained customers from that group, and just talking to people, talking to your friends, your family. When you're out and about, when you're out at shops, when you're out meeting people in the park, out for walks, you know, always connect with people and get talking to people. use your Facebook and your Instagram profiles to help promote your business. And I particularly love the Facebook stories now. It's a fantastic way to promote your business, and because it only stays on your story for 24 hours, if somebody's looking through your profile, they're not going to see a plaster of stuff about the business, because it finishes in 24 hours. So I would use Facebook and Instagram stories to promote products from time to time. But I also have my private customer group where I would post daily, twice a day on my customer group with information just about different maybe products of the week. Products of the week, I would do maybe some offers in there. I would put up, you know, C9 results and things like that in my customer group, run little competitions, get interaction going within my customer VIP group. On my main Facebook page, I try to keep it 80% lifestyle. So 80% of, you know, life as a mum around my business. So I would put a post of me and my boys and our day trips, what we get up to during the day, who we're visiting, you know, what we're up to, and keep that 80% and that rest 20% business. So it's really important that you don't plaster your Facebook page with everything about forever products or about join my team. It needs to be, people need to see how you're able to be a mum or able to be that person around your forever business. I also have a team page where I would promote webinars, new products, maybe some promotions that I'm doing for my customer group, I'll share on the team page. But I also have a messenger group for a very small group of my team, and those are the team who really want to move up the marketing plan. So I have a messenger group where we work very closely on. I do daily tasks for them on that group. I run incentives for them, and we share information with one another, and there's a great buzz within that wee group, and excitement is building, you know, for people who want to move up the marketing plan. I do team incentives every month. I do some recruitment-based ones, and I do some sales-based ones. And I always have something going on where there's a wee bit of healthy competition going on among the team to help them grow their business as well. Every month I do team recognition. Within the page, I put up posts for the, you know, the percent increase in volume, the best retailer of the month, the best recruiter of the month, just to give them recognition and make them feel valued on the team. During lockdown, I've done quite a few online launches. I absolutely love online launches now, and I can't see myself going back very much to house parties again. Online launches have worked extremely well during the pandemic, and you know, I've seen the team's business grow. I've seen my business grow as a result of them. They're so handy, they're so easy to do, and people don't need to leave their home. They're in the comfort of their own home, and they can listen in to hear about the products, and you can change them up. You can do a general launch, you can do a skincare launch, you can do weight management launch, sports launch. You know, there's so much you can do with it, and I just love it. I don't have to leave the house. My boys are in the next room, and you know, my hubby's a lorry driver and he's in England a lot, so I don't need to get childminders in to go out to do house parties anymore. It's so easy, and it's so amazing that we have this on our lap, that we can use this technology and use this way of working to promote our business. Online BPs as well. Get your prospects on. There's so many of them. We have an Irish one every Monday night, and there's the UK ones is on the Wednesday night as well. So I try to get my team to secure people onto those as well, and to make use of them. So lots of people ask me, how do I manage my business being a busy mum? And you know, we are all busy. We either have children, we're either working full time, or we have other commitments going on, and it really is what you make of your time. We all have the same 24 hours a day. You know, lockdown was challenging. When the children got off school in March, I thought to myself, you know, how am I going to work my business around homeschooling, around, you know, them being at home under my feet 24 hours a day? But it's, you know, I could have let the business go to one side and felt sorry for myself and say, okay, business isn't going to work, but it's how you use your time. So for me now, structure and planning is crucial. You need to locate where your pockets of time are. So For me now, I don't watch the soaps anymore. I use that time in the evening to work on my business. I get up an hour earlier before my boys, and I start my day off with doing a wee bit of exercise and doing my gratitude every morning. And I have that done before my boys get out of bed, so I'm set up for the day. So when I get them breakfast, and they maybe are tuned into watching some cartoons there in the morning, I'll use that time to work on my business. I'll contact my team, I'll contact my customers and follow up. I'll do my prospecting then. And I really do make use of those nooks and crannies that people talk about. I'm so disciplined when it comes to scrolling through Facebook. And if you catch yourself doing that, just try to be aware. The time that you waste scrolling through Facebook is time that you could be using working on your business, contacting prospects, contacting your team, contacting your customers. So please be very, very aware when you're doing that, because you can waste so much of those very, very precious pockets of time just scrolling through Facebook, comparing what other people are doing in the business. Don't compare yourself to others. You are your own person. You've got your own business, and so you focus on your business, and don't worry if other people are rocking through the marketing plan and you're not. Focus on you, and your business will grow when you make use of your pockets of time. So like even when the kids were in school, I always made use of my pockets of time. So when I was waiting for the kids to come out of school, I would use that 10 minutes there to contact prospects, send out a wee message, send out a wee follow-up message. When they're quiet, when they're on their wee switches or their gadgets, or they're outside playing, or they're otherwise occupied in the good weather, I'll use that time. I'll go out to the garden with them. I'll take my notes and things with me, my books, my planners, and I'll go and I'll work outside with them. And then when they go to bed, I use that time at night, and I'll schedule posts for the next day. I'll follow up on prospects. Maybe I've sent videos to, or maybe somebody who's tuned into the BP. I'd follow up on them when they go to bed. So it's really, really important that you use your time. We all have that same 24 hours a day, but it's how you use that is key, and it makes the difference in whether or not your business grows when you use those pockets of time. So my key messages to you, coming to the end of my presentation, set Eagle as a non-negotiable goal. Make that decision that you're going to do it. You don't need to know how you're going to do it. You just need to make that decision that you're doing it, and really, really believe that you can do it. When you have that belief, magical things happen. Things start to fall in your path. You meet people that you never would have met before, but you really do have to have that belief that you're going to do that. Be consistent every day. Find out the pockets of time. Find out what time you can commit to forever, and use that time every single day, and use that time for your business, and be consistent. Use a case credit tracker. Get it up for everybody to see in the family, so that you're constantly ticking off your case credits and seeing where you're going with the business. It gets a real excitement and a real buzz going within the home. And whenever your children or your partner, your husband are involved, then it drives you on that you want to achieve it, not only for yourself, but for them as well. Always keep adding to your who do you know list. There's people out there, there's millions of people out there, and we can never exhaust our who do you know list. We should be adding to it daily. So if you feel that you're running out of people to contact, you need to get out talking to more people. You need to connect with more people, get involved in more groups, get involved in community groups, and get meeting new people, because there is lots and lots of people out there that you can connect to. You've lots of people you can ask for referrals. You can always ask people for referrals for the business. You can ask for referrals for products. So you should never feel that your who do you know list is exhausted. Always remember that when you're getting rejection, it is proof that you're working. Whenever somebody says no to me, I just know that is part of the business, and I teach my team the same. If you're not getting rejection, you aren't working your business. So take it on the chin, don't take it personally, and use it as a driving force to excel you further in your business. Always tell people about your products, always tell people about your business. If you have a family member or a friend that is, maybe put something on Facebook or on social media, or telling you about an issue or problem that they have, whether it's something that our product can help or our business opportunity can help with, tell them, because if they don't come to you, they're going to go to somebody else, and that's a fact. We have our own shop. You know, people are going to go out and shop on the high street looking for something that's going to solve their issue or their problem, or they're going to, maybe if they're looking for extra money, they're going to go to another company to help them build a side stream and income. So if we're not telling people about our products, and if we're not telling people about our business, people will go elsewhere. So you need to keep sharing the business and get out of your own way, and change your mindset as to how you can help people. Don't have the mindset that you're bothering people or you're bugging people with your products or your business. You need to have the mindset that, who can I help with our products, and who can I help with our business opportunity? Use the products daily yourself. If there's something in your home that you are using and forever have an alternative and you're not using it, why are you not using it? We have our own shop. We should be using our own products. And what I done whenever I started Forever, I would have, you know, anything I hadn't used in forever, I added it into every time I put an order in, I added a different product, and so that I was able to go through all the products and have used them. Mindset is key, folks. You need to work on your mindset every single day. So starting off your day with gratitude, you know, be grateful for the things that you have and be grateful for the things that's yet to come. It's so, so important. When your mindset is not in the right place, your business will not grow, and that is a fact. So work on it every day. Read self-help books. You know, find somebody that's that you look up to, and follow them on their, you know, if they're on YouTube. Like for me, I would follow Bob Proctor or Tony Robbins, and you know, read a bit about them, or you know, read some of their material or watch some of their material every day to keep your mindset fresh. Surround yourself with positive people. When you're, you know, they say that you're the product of the 5 people that you work closely with. So surround yourself with positive people. In Forever, like, you know, the positivity is amazing. You know, not even just within my team, that my cross line, the positive people in Forever is just amazing. Like, I have so many friends and so much support from my cross line, never mind my upline. There's so much positivity out there, and surround yourself with that, because it will really help feed your mind and really help your business grow. And if you find people are negative towards you, your products or your business, let it go over your head, take it on the chin, and use other people's negativity as a driving force to prove them that this business works and that our products work. And again, you know, you need to always be learning. You never know everything, so attend everything. We can't attend success days and trainings at the minute, but there is so much stuff that Forever is putting online for us. There's webinars every week. There are online business presentations. So attend everything. Don't feel that you've seen the business presentation before. If you haven't got a guest, get on yourself and just listen to the business presentation over and over again, because that will help you build your business, because it'll give you more confidence. You'll pick up new bits of information that you can tell people about the business, and help grow yourself and grow your business, and increase your confidence in talking about the products and the business with other people. So what has Forever given me? Well, to start with, Forever has increased my income. It's completely exceeded my nursing income. And at the minute, I haven't returned. After my cancer journey, I haven't returned to nursing. I've had side effects from the chemotherapy. My memory wouldn't be the best. Being a mum of 4 boys doesn't make it the best anyway, but I really have had bad side effects with the chemotherapy. So I wouldn't be safe on the ward. But what Eagle has given me, it's exceeded my nursing income, which in turn has given me a choice that I don't have to return to nursing if I don't want to. I'm on a career break at the minute, and when that ends, I still have a choice, you know, where I can decide, you know, not to go back if I don't want to. And it's looking that way. I'm just loving being at home so much now with my children, and I'm just loving my Forever business. So I really cannot see nursing on my radar anytime soon. It's given me an amazing trip to Thailand. I met so many people there. I got the training from the elite people in Forever. It was just an experience like no other. And you know, unless you experience that, it's very hard to do it justice. So, you know, get it on your goal board, get on these Eagle trips, because they are just amazing. My team is bigger, and I have a more stable business. My team is very, very wide, and I have my open has really, really excelled. through my prospecting and going for Eagle Manager and developing new business. I've developed my skills in forever. You know, 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to come on and do presentations like this. I wouldn't be able to do online business presentation. I wouldn't have had the confidence. So it's really, really developed my skills. And it's also got, it's developed my business to the point where I'm now on the VIP group and I'm on the Irish leadership team, which is a great privilege and an honour to be part of. It's completely increased my self-belief. I've done Eagle once now and I know that I can do it again. And not even that, I know that I can achieve chairman's bonus. And just last month there, I have actually achieved care plan, which was a big, big goal that I never thought that I would have been able to achieve. So I'm so proud that my self-belief has increased, and that I know that I can achieve everything in the Forever marketing plan now, without a doubt. I have that hunger for more. I've got that taste of the Forever lifestyle, those free trips, and the total way that Forever spoil you on these trips, and I have the hunger for more, and I want to experience that over and over and over again. Most importantly, though, it's made me be able to maintain my position as a full-time mum. I just love being at home here with my children. As much as lockdown has been challenging, you know, I'm very, very grateful that I'm in the position where, you know, I didn't have to make arrangements. You know, I wasn't furloughed. I didn't have to, you know, get childcare arranged. Because I would have been nursing. So I'm very, very grateful that I was able to be at home full time and have that full time income as well, but still be there for my boys. So what is next for me? So in Forever, I am well on my way to the Eagle Managers Retreat in Arizona next year. We aim to do it as a family holiday, so the boys and hubby and I are really excited about that. So fingers crossed that will go ahead next year. And as I said there, I just achieved care plan, and that's a stepping stone towards chairman's bonus, and I know chairman's bonus is coming my way in the very, very near future as well. So just to finish off, I just want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my story. It was really, really important for me to share my personal journey with you, as I want people out there to, you know, to realize that you may be going through struggles at the minute. You may be faced with trials out there, and you may feel that, you know, that you're not able to achieve big things in Forever because of that. But I'm here to tell you now that you absolutely can, and I am proof of that. You know, everyone is capable of achieving these incentives in Forever, and no matter what struggles and trials that you're facing, use it as a driving force. Use it as, you know, that stepping stone that's going to drive you and your business forward. Use it as Forever as a distraction. It's an amazing, amazing opportunity. We all have problems. We all have crap going on in our life. But if we start to make excuses, you start to believe those excuses and you won't do anything with your business. So, you know, stop the excuses. Don't let your problems consume you. As I say, use it as your driving force. So we have an amazing opportunity. Take the opportunity that you have with Forever and run with it, because it is amazing. These incentives, Eagle is there for everybody. Everybody is capable. Everybody has the potential to achieve this incentive. So I do say to you, if it's not on your goal board, get it on your goal board and make a plan. Sit down with your upline, make a plan, and break it down. Break those CCs down. Get out your case credit tracker, and, you know, commit that you're going to do it and go out there and get it. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my journey today. I hope I give you an insight and a wee bit of inspiration as to how it can be achieved, and know that everything is possible no matter what you're going through out there. I wish you everybody every success in your Forever business and on your journey to Eagle and beyond. And again, thank you for taking the time to listen to me this morning, and have a wonderful weekend. So take care, everybody. Bye.